have four, I think. I have four hats. No, I have five. I have five hats. Yep, five hats. That's how many hats I have. Five. Tara, for Mike and Colt, tell us a funniest story. Tell us a funny story about Tate, and what is your favorite thing about playing with him? All right, Mike. A funny story about me.
Funny story.
Remember, I write your checks.
Everything's great. I haven't been with Tate that long. We get in the planes and the cars and laugh and stuff and talk about stuff. But I don't really have a funny story yet. I'm working on it. I will have one soon. So come back and check with me next year.
Next year.
But no, so far it's just been awesome, and we laugh and have a good time. And I really hadn't, like I said, found he's funny. But we haven't had anything
Funny
really.
looking, maybe.
Well, I don't know. Colt, what do you think? Pass it to you.
I don't have anything I can really reveal at this time.
But let's see. That'll be
No,
another
it's the
show.
same thing.
Oh well, you could tell him about my mishap in Rochester.
That's funny.
That's funny.
I did see him fall down.
He fell.
Pretty good.
Did
On
he have his
stage.
guitar with him
Rochester.
too?
He was the first one coming out on stage. It was the big Guitars and Stars thing for the radio station up there for the Ronald McDonald House. I think what they was raising money for.
Yeah.
And it was a big thing with the in the round there was Montgomery Gentry and
yeah.
Joe Nichols
Nichols.
and the Farm and
Bunch of great artists.
yeah, a bunch of great artists and Tate was the very first one. It's in an arena.
3,500,
4,000 people or whatever.
8,000.
35, yeah, 1 million people
There's a lot.
in the crowd.
At 1 million.
I said Tate Stevens, he's the first one, and I'm right behind him. We got our acoustic guitars, and we're
Yes.
running up the stairs, and he hits that last step and clunk, and falls right down on his guitar.
Yeah. Nice.
He owned it though. He stood up and went like that, put his arms up in the air, and the crowd went wild.
See?
Yeah.
Endeared him to the crowd. Like I said, and that's part of that question is, what's your favorite thing about playing with him? That would be one of them. That's just how, he's genuine. He's a gentleman. He's a gentleman. He treats people with respect, and he's just a good fella. And aside of his great singing and his wonderful voice and everything.
Easy to sing with him, huh?
It's extremely easy to sing and play music with him, and that's what I enjoy.
All right.
He's a good fella.
Yeah. Your checks aren't getting any bigger, just so you know.
Fine.
So now you tell him the truth. He's terrible.
See?
Donna asks, Tate, does either of your children sing? Well, I got to tell you, my daughter does sing. My son tries to sing, and it's terrible. Love him. I love him, but it's horrible. I mean, it's bad. It is bad. I don't know any tone deaf people, but he's probably the first. He's the closest thing to a tone deaf person I've ever been around. Golly.
He's watching right now, I'm sure.
Yeah, but man, my daughter sings, and she's doing pretty good. She, I don't know, she does a lot of theater and acting stuff, so she's in her musicals and her plays and stuff, and she has fun with it. But yeah, Jennifer, what singer has inspired you most in your music, past, present, and why? Well, I got to tell you, Jennifer, probably Joe Diffie. In 1990, I went to see him live, and 90 or 91, I went to see him live, and I remember standing there and listening to him sing, and it was perfect. There was not a bad note. There was nothing, and it was ridiculous how good he was, and I just remember thinking, I want to sound like that guy. I want to sing like that. So I went home and wore out those cassette tapes and and CDs. I went home and wore them out, man, and just tried to imitate him and get my voice as close to his as I could, and so I think really his vocal ability and range and style, much like Ronnie Millsap. Those guys have such big ranges and awesome voices, and that's really who I wanted to sound like. And as far as other people, Garth Brooks. I mean, if you've been doing this for any length of time, and you say you haven't been influenced a little bit by him, I'd have to disagree. Some form or fashion, he's influenced you, I believe. If you've been out singing and doing this thing since like 1989, 1990. So, yeah, those two guys definitely. Let's see. Kat Turner wants to know what my favorite food is. Well, Kat, if you look at me, you shut up. You shut up back there.
Wait.
The kind you eat.
A lot of it. I just food. I don't know. There's not really a favorite. Breakfast food. I love breakfast food. Bacon and eggs and hash browns and biscuits and gravy and sausage and pancakes and waffles and bacon. Did I say bacon already? I love bacon. I mean, my mouth's watering. That's terrible. All right. So anyway, yeah, I love breakfast food. I love any food. I love Asian food, Italian food. The only food, here's what I won't eat though. Let me tell you what I won't eat. I don't like tomatoes. I like tomato sauce. I like ketchup. I like pizza sauce. But I don't like tomatoes. I don't like asparagus anyway. I don't like cooked spinach. Raw spinach is good, like in a salad. It's fine.
Sushi.
Oh, I don't like seafood. Like seafood, I really don't eat it much unless it's Long John Silver's. But I don't even think that counts as seafood. I don't know. I don't know. That's good stuff, though. It's good. So, yeah, other than that, I think I'll eat it or try. So, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Jason asked, what do you miss most when you're away from home? Well, Jason, I miss a lot of things. I miss my family, obviously. That's an easy one. But I miss my bed. I love my bed. I have a great bed. I miss my dogs. I have two of the coolest little dogs ever. They're very manly dogs. They're very masculine dogs. I hear you back there giggling. I have Shih Tzus, and they're awesome. Jake and Joe, love them. So I miss them a lot when I'm gone. Just being at home and being being around everybody. I miss that. So, Casey asks, do you cook at all? And what are your hobbies when you're not playing music? Well, Casey, I cook. I love cooking. And to go along with, the cats thing, I don't know if you noticed. Yeah, I love food. So, yeah, I cook anything pretty much. I love cooking. I love grilling and things like that. So, yeah, I cook all kinds of stuff. And hobbies for me, I love hunting. And I used to love to fish, but my patience is just done. If the fish aren't biting, I can't stay there for, I don't know about you guys, but I can't. I get up, I walk around, move. I can't do it. Fishing's not for me anymore. But I love hunting and I love riding my motorcycle, and that's what I do now when I'm not playing music. Hanging out with my family and riding my bike and hunting when we can. So yeah, that's awesome. Laura asked me if I have any pre-show rituals. No, I just a few minutes before I go on, I just get my mind right, get my game face on, if you will, and make sure everything's good and I'm all squared up, and I go out and do my thing. Yeah. Sean wants to know, do you still keep in touch with any of or anybody from the X Factor? I do keep in touch with a few people from the X Factor. I have Lyric 145. Still talk to Melee, Jules, and Lyric. Still talk with Jason Brock. I still talk with Vino. I talk to David Corey. all the time. And so yeah, man, I keep in touch with as many of the people as I can. You know, you make good friends, and when you live with people, you really get to know them. And when you spend that much time with somebody. And so yeah, I stay in touch as much as I can, and everybody's really busy doing their own projects and making their own music and being successful, and so it's tough. But whenever we can, I get on the phone and text and talk and call and everything like that. So it's all cool, man. So well, let's do another song.
Yeah, man.
How about that? Let's do That's Where We Live.
All right.
Yeah, That's Where We Live. This I heard this song and man, it fits, I think, anywhere because of, you know, where you grow up. Where you grow up, I think, really makes up who you are. A lot of who you are. You know, so it doesn't matter if you grow up right here in New York, if you grow up in Texas, Missouri, you know, Oklahoma, California, wherever it is that you grow up. It's who you are, and you can move to another state, and that's still you're still that same person, and that it follows, you know, it follows you everywhere, and you always know when you're home and when things are good. So I heard this song and I thought, man, I love it. I think it's a hit, and you know, I'm glad I got to cut it. It's a thing called That's Where We Live. It's a place on the map where the railroad tracks run by a flag in the front yard. See a kid on the bike throwing papers in the drive, and a man stacking hay in a red barn. There's a father and a son with a BB gun shooting bottles off a trash can lid, and a mat on the floor by a dog on the porch says, y'all come on in. That's where we live, that's where we love, that's where we pray and raise our babies, where we fry that chicken and talk in the kitchen about what's been happening lately. It's where we get baptized, where we throw the rice while the world goes round again. That's where we live. When we walk through the house, see our mama's old couch we got when we were about 15. Red ribbon on the mirror from the 4-H fair, where we took second place with our whole state. Where the honeysuckle grows on an old fence road that runs up over the ridge. Where we sing Amazing Grace, pass the plate, and give all we can give. That's where we live, that's where we love, that's where we pray and raise our babies, where we fry that chicken and talk in the kitchen about what's been happening lately. It's where we get baptized, where we throw the rice while the world goes round again. That's where we live. Yeah, that's where we live. It's so much a part of you, you don't have to go back. Everyone you know will always know that that's where we live, and where we're gonna die. It's where we live. That's where we live, that's where we love, that's where we pray and we raise our babies, where we fry that chicken and jaw in the kitchen about what's been happening lately. It's where we get baptized, where we throw the rice while the world goes round again. That's where we live. Yeah, that's where we live. I'm going to introduce these people real quick that are with me. This guy over here, I mentioned his name earlier, but you don't know much about him, so I'm going to tell you a lot about him, or as much as I can tell you about him on this show. This guy, right back here, singer-songwriter, good guy, great guitar player, Mr. Colt Prather. That's old Colt back there. This guy over here, another great guy, singer-songwriter, great drummer, great guitar player, and just a super nice guy. And happens to be my band leader, Mr. Mike Rogers, back here. Yeah, I drag these guys around the country and, you know, put them through all kinds of stuff, and it's a lot of fun. I get to watch them squirm and things. Like, oh, boy, what? Got to do this again? Anyway, it's fun for me. I like watching it. So, anyway, we're going to take some more questions, and let's see here. We got Samantha Welch asked, do you have any tattoos? And if not, would you ever get one? I do have tattoos. I have 2 tattoos. I have one on each arm, and one is my initials, and one is it's a big cross with wings, and it says protect my family, and has my kids' birthdays and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, I have a couple tattoos, and I'm going to get some more one of these days when I have time. I don't have time right now, Samantha, to get tattoos. I'm out doing this. This is what I do. All right? It's cool. Anyway, Sharon asked, do you think your family will ever travel with you when you're on tour? Yeah, definitely. My son's going to come out this summer a little bit with us and do some roadieing. And, you know, he's going to carry all the heavy stuff and, you know, work him like a dog, and it'll be fun. He'll have a great time. So, no, they're going to come out a little bit this summer when they can, when the kids are out of school, and just have fun and ride around the country and you know, have fun. So, yeah, we're going to have them out. We're definitely going to have them out. Alice wants to know what is your favorite song to cover? I would have to say, Alice, that I have a lot of songs that I love covering. A couple that we do in our live shows now. I do some from the show, from the X Factor show, but I do a Joe Diffie song, one of my favorite Diffie songs, and I do Ships That Don't Come In, and just because I think it's such a great song, it's such a big song, and of course it's one of those message songs that I really like, and so we do that, but I like rock and roll stuff too, so we do some rock and roll covers and things, but so, you know, Alice, you're gonna have to come see us if you want to see the songs that we cover, and I'll be glad to do some. All right? So, yeah, thanks for the question. And Thomas asked, how are you liking New York? And what's the coolest thing you've done so far? While I've been here? Well, I like New York. It's crazy busy. You know, it kind of freaks me out. There's lots of people going lots of different ways and directions. And I get all stressed out when I'm on the street. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. But, no, there's great restaurants. I must be hungry because I'm talking about food.
We are hungry.
I'm talking about food so much. But, man, yeah. There's so many cool landmarks here in New York, you know, that you see. And some of the big, you know, cathedrals and just amazing things. I haven't been to Ground Zero yet. I still want to do that. So hopefully we can do that, you know, soon. But I haven't been there. That's one thing I want to see when I'm here. But yeah. Bob wants to know, what's my earliest music-related memory? I can tell you the first time I was on stage. I was 5 years old. My dad was playing, and we went to see him. My mom took us kids up to the show where he was singing, and got me up. And I remember I was saying "Silver Wings" by Merle Haggard. I was 5, and at that moment, I knew it was so cool. I wasn't scared. It was just the weirdest, and I remember the people like looking at me. I don't know if it was because I was 5 and I was singing a Merle Haggard tune, or I might have been good. I have no idea. But whatever they were, the way they were looking and that feeling I had from that, I just knew that this is what I wanted to do. From that age, from that time on, I knew that I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be an entertainer and an artist. So that's my earliest that I can really remember. I'm sure maybe there's more somewhere, but yeah. Let's see. Cassie Parker says, "What is the best gift you've received from a fan?" And then it says, "Casey loves you." Well, thank you, Cassie. The best gift that I've gotten from a fan, I got some really cool like scrapbook stuff while I was on the show. I got a scrapbook full of pictures and quotes and tweets about different things, and it was very cool. I think that was it took a lot of time and effort and stuff like that to do that, and for them to make a scrapbook for me like that was very, very sweet, and it was pretty neat. So I think that's probably been the coolest gift that I've gotten from a fan, and the fact that you say Casey loves you. Well, you can tell Kansas City that I love them too. Thank you. Susanna Gomez, what's your favorite place on earth? My favorite place on earth? I don't know. What's your favorite place on earth?
My house. My
Safe
drum,
there.
my beat lab where I play drums. No.
Colt, what's your favorite place on earth?
How back at the ranch
Yeah,
in New
boy.
Mexico.
Yeah, I would have to say home. I
Yeah.
think my favorite place is home, being at home. And, yeah, man. I think home. Home is it.
Yes.
It's home. CJ asks, what are you looking forward to most in the next few months? Well, CJ, I got to say that the things that I look forward to most is getting out and seeing everybody, getting out and playing for as many people as I can get in front of, and thanking everybody who made this possible for me to be here doing what I love doing. Thanking them in person. That's what I look forward to most is just getting out, getting my music out, and making this thing work. So yeah. Thanks for the questions, guys. I appreciate it a lot. I had a great time, and hopefully you guys did too. Maybe we'll do this again soon.
Yeah.
And I gotta say that my album's out now. You can buy my album anywhere that you can buy music. I think Walmart, Target, Best Buy, FYE, Amazon, iTunes, anywhere you can buy music, you can buy Tate Stevens. And so, yeah. And then tomorrow night we're in Atlanta, Georgia with Alan Jackson, Chastain Park. So, and then the next night, Saturday night, we're in Birmingham, Alabama with Alan Jackson. So hopefully we get to see a bunch of people in the next couple days. Good Morning America in the morning. And, yeah, with that, I'm going to leave you with my single of my new album. It's called Power of a Love Song. It can make you cry. It can make you laugh. Give you feelings that you've never had. Make the worst of times just fade away, and help you find the words that you don't know how to say. The power of a love song It can change everything. It can right every wrong, help you hold on, even when all hope is gone. It can take you back to that first time when you both looked in each other's eyes. You say I do, and take her hand and slowly start to sway. For that first dance, the power of a love song can make you believe. The power of a love song, it can change everything. It can right every wrong, help you hold on, even when all hope is gone. The power of a love song. The power of a love song can make you believe. The power of a love song, it can change everything. It can right every wrong, help you hold on, even when all hope is gone. It's the power of a love song. It can make you cry. It can make you laugh, give you feelings that you've never